off-season is over. Everything they've been through has led to this moment. 3 riders, 3 stories, 1 team, 1 goal, and no second chances.
Hurt myself pretty badly, actually.
I'm already mad at myself.
This makes me want to cry. I try not to even think about it.
It's really simple. If you do always the opposite what we say to you, you'll never be successful.
They say cats always land on their feet. But how many lives does it take to win?
So, did you see the first episode?
Yes, I watched the first episode, yeah. It's really cool.
Sometimes you forget what you said by yourself. Sometimes you take decisions which are fully stupid.
I was just like
Drinking coffee while you ride, yes.
New place for us. Track was looking cool. It's kind of a mixture, sand and hardback.
My preseason definitely didn't go to plan. It felt like everything just went wrong. But I feel a lot more put together as a rider, weirdly, than I ever have been.
it's the first race of the season, so everyone wants to be first.
I think coming into the first round, you're always like excited to go racing, but still you don't want to be overexcited, don't want to overdo it because it's just the first round and a lot of things can go wrong actually.
The highly anticipated first round of the EMX250 is right around the corner. The teams start to feel it.
Yeah, I would say I'm nervous because it means a lot to me. I really want to do good.
Being nervous is like the good version of fear. Like you can fear, don't know the outcome or like what can go wrong, but like you shouldn't think about all these things when you're standing on the line.
Biggest nervousness for me is actually the warm-up, because you're kind of geeing yourself up an hour before you're even going out, and then you're riding this weird adrenaline high type thing, and a lot of times I have to hold my throw up or like swallow it again just before the race. It's really gross. But sometimes you just got to trust all the training and everything you've done is going to pay off, and you just have to let the habits kind of do their work and just worry about being first and just keeping the gas open.
The pressure you put on yourself, other people, what if you mess up, what if you crash? But I just really try to breathe, focus and be ready to battle. Especially when the 15-second ball is up, you know, then you're hyped up and you're talking to yourself. Vi går I krig nu. Jeg klar. Jeg kan det her. Jeg har trænet hele vinteren, for jeg god. Lad os gøre det. That's kind of the mindset I'm in. I'm ready to go to war. I'm ready to fight for this.
P4 for Mads, P8 for Francesco, and Liam, P12.
I was sick that weekend. I was already battling just my own demons in general. Felt when I was riding that I was getting almost purple in the face, like just really sweating and just, it was horrible actually.
To a certain degree, you can kind of manage sickness.
Just let everybody by. Try not one time to fucking pass a rider. What's that?
I was trying, like really. Like just I know, like I can't breathe and whatever. Like I need to hold strong. There's moments where
The biggest issue is like the problem you can't breathe. Like nothing, you can do nothing about it. But like you can change lines, you can ride. Like you know,
Yeah,
it's like your lines suck that much.
I just got suckered into like just trying to survive and like keep my positions instead of keep chasing forward.
Yeah, and then try to every up the same thing, and then you go slower.
The thing about Andre is that when he says things, you know he's right. So sometimes that hurts even more because you know how much pain you're in, but he is right. So it is important to listen and take that on board.
If you don't feel good, if you're sick, like, don't let yourself down. This is not useful. In the end, like, I know it's a really hard thing to do. You need to think like, what's the situation? What can I do? And what's not possible? And then still try to make the best out of the situation.
In the second moto, every rider from the team recorded a worse result than the previous day.
I'm not happy about the start. Like, I cannot start in P40 both races.
Despite 2 top 10 finishes, the season opener was ultimately a disappointing start to the season for the team.
The first round, it's never over, so you're just thinking you've made it definitely hard for yourself, especially when the guy at the front goes 1-1 or whatever he did.
There's positives from every rider, kinda, but like, I think like nobody will be fully satisfied with the weekend.
Mein Name ist Hans-Rudi Berger, ich bin Holzbauer und meine Pension ist eigentlich ein Motocross-Sport. Andre und ich, wir haben zusammen gesprochen und ich sagte zu ihm so ein Motocross-Team, das wäre noch so meine Idee. Dann sagte er, ja, das ist meine auch.
It was kind of out of the blue, like, can't we do it better? Can't we do something together here? 2 Stunden, dann war da ein Handschlag da und dann sind wir gestartet so. I think we didn't know at that time what's going to happen and how much work and how much it really takes, but like, I'm happy we did.
Die Jungs sind einfach geil. Keine Ahnung, was die haben. Die haben irgendetwas, was andere Sportler nicht haben, habe ich das Gefühl.
Switzerland's probably my favourite GP to go to just for, in general, just the country itself and all the scenery and everything. I just really enjoy it.
The track is pretty good this year. I don't know how to say tight, like always.
137, 8. You will be 4th at the moment.
Whoa, 4 in the World Championship. Crazy. I will be behind the Kandelbaccarella.
Free practice.
Yeah,
you have to remember, it's free practice, man.
Really positive qualifying for Francesco. He was in the lead for quite a long time. His feeling on the hardback, like for the throttle and like also finding new lines, is quite good, and like he's really good with the front brake. His biggest strength is when the track is grippy and he can fully attack it.
But not every session ended on a high.
Mats hat den Crash, kommt jetzt raus, denke ich.
Hurt myself pretty badly actually, my whole neck, and was really stiff. That's just, yeah, the worst feeling, you know. I had a crash, pain, and what I do now, what about the moto, what about the points, what about the results, can I even ride with this?
You okay? Right?
What did Matt say? He's okay?
Oh, I don't know, because he looks not good. Like his neck and that sore, but
I think if he goes to medical, he definitely won't get cleared to ride.
that's why he didn't want to go. I said you should go, but he went no.
I go to him.
Fine. Yeah, man, it was, yeah.
You're flying through the air.
Yes, I was hurting, so still am a little bit, and yeah, I feel good enough to ride, but honestly I'm a bit like sad and angry because then you're kind of thinking about the start, like am I too wide and all this, but yeah.
In general, it's important, like there's a good relationship and there's trust and respect in between the rider and like myself as a coach. It just happened. This is just a race incident. Sometimes it's just like you have to be positive, be motivating.
It's pretty simple, like take it like lap by lap, section by section. So the first thing which is like coming now is the start. You can have whole shot or like, it's possible like from where you go, you know?
From gate 20?
Yes, 100% sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because like 22 is around, we go well, gate 1, it's 40 gates, is in the middle.
Yeah, it was very nice that Andre came to the camper. He can read us and what situations we're in. So, you know, it was nice to encourage me, and, you know, mental support for me is important. It's a big part of being an athlete. There's so many thoughts and scenarios, some of them true, some of them not, you know. You need some kind of navigation. But let me tell you something, it's really, really difficult because your brain is a funny place, and it's a long road to learn, but you know, I'm trying to learn it and we're working a lot on it.
Fix the bike. It's almost done. Done bars, subframe. Just put another exhaust on now, and then straighten the front end.
It's quite a heavy press, right?
Yeah. I don't think he should ride, but bike be ready for him if he does want to ride.
Motocross is more than speed. It's the ability to silence pain, ignore doubt, and keep making split-second decisions. When pain becomes part of the race, mindset is what separates contenders from champions. Mads chooses to line up. Pain for some, pressure for others.
I watched videos and it was like you reacted like everybody else, but you held the clutch again. Just like I said, close your eyes and like really get it in your head a few times. That when you're on the start gate, then you do it. Like there's no other option. You do that.
Yeah. I always struggle with the start. It's not really easy. Like you have to put the gas in the same way like you do when you do a good start. The clutch.
Because if you go too fast, it's wheeling on the measure. If you're having it too much, then you just don't get the jump, you know.
Then do the same movement as always, push on the pegs, like feel the RPM if they are right or not. It's really difficult.
He still has a little bit from the 125, like his starting scheme, which is just not working with a 4-stroke. So like at the moment, he really have to focus a lot on the clutch release. There's a big difference between getting starts right on a practice day and getting starts right in a race situation. The difficult thing is like to do the same routine, even there are 39 other guys next to you. So like not getting affected by your surroundings, just like really be by yourself, be in the moment and like feel what's going on.
When we're practicing starts together, we do at least 10 to 20, I would say.
I really like repetition because I need in my brain to make it a habit so then I don't have to think about it.
It's just repetition, doing it again and again and again.
I think routines are in general quite important, like because like that's what we want. We want to be more or less every time the same.
Starts are so difficult, especially now I think on the mesh. It's perfect and it's repeatable every single time. There's nothing that changes, there's no variables. So especially if you're going against factory bikes and stuff and a kid that is weighing 40 kilograms soaking wet, especially as a bigger guy, you have to get everything exactly right.
I think our bike is capable of definitely pulling whole shots, but like everything needs to be definitely on point.
I think it's always down to the rider. I think the rider does make up 70% of it for the starts, or maybe 60%.
None of them got the whole shot they needed. They fought, they pushed, they gave everything. But in motocross, if you lose the start, you're already chasing.
Like really, I can't start the P40. I can't. And then go to P40 to P15. Fuck, if I start P10, probably I do third. Maybe, or maybe first, we don't know yet. Fuck.
Tomorrow, if you again at the start you've not fucking let go your clutch, you have a serious problem, Francesco. Fucking hell.
I'm not happy about the start. I was really in the wrong position, the wrong RPM and stuff like this, so the bike was not really starting.
I wouldn't say riders ignoring my feedback. I think they set priorities on different things, but like this is frustrating for sure. Like if there's like a certain point which is crucial about a positive performance, at a certain point you can't really help him anymore, then it's just like on the rider to just do it.
Don't be mad because I know this is my job, that's what I want. I'm already mad at myself. I know what I do good and what I do wrong.
If it was easy, then fucking everybody would do it.
You are faster just than everybody in front of you, and then you just out of sudden you change your lines completely, go back to fucking slow lines, and then kept stuck in the fucking slow lines the whole race. Like, don't get that.
It's hard sometimes as a motocross rider when you're really feeling it in that hurt locker to stay strong and like stand properly and keep good technique, because you get stuck in that tunnel vision. You can also get in the zone in the wrong way and kind of just go through the motions. And yeah, that's definitely what I'm trying to work on for the season. Day 2 was freezing. It was quite muddy and the dirt was sticky. Switzerland's probably more dangerous getting to the track than the track itself. You drive down like it's almost 2 kilometers down the main road. There's mud and everything everywhere, and it's actually quite slippery. There's so many mechanics crashing and everything. It actually helped with the nervousness because you're just laughing at everybody.
We now see how muddy it is, where we just have to run the scoop tire. But like the Gibson scoop also working quite well on the hard pack, so that's fine, we're good.
Gestern war schwierig, war wirklich schwierig, schlecht gestartet und überholend schwierig hier. Ja, jetzt sind wir ein bisschen aufgewacht. Jetzt haben wir heute wieder eine Chance und ich denke, wir holen etwas.
Finally, a good start. Third through the first corner. Liam fights his way through the mud, holding his position, trusting his instincts. Every lap demanding more than the last.
Oh no, Liam crashed! I was trying to pass them around the outside, but they heard me coming, and it was typical EMX250 stuff. They just do anything to stay in front of you, and they just went from left all the way to the right, hit me, and it went down basically.
For me, it's important that the rider like addresses the situation, but doesn't give up. Like he always keeps like pushing, and that's what he did.
I'm tired of having bad results, mate. I gave it all I had to try and catch back up.
P2, so step in the right direction. I should have won that race actually. I felt really good.
Good. No,
Threw it away.
that's good. You fight back. It's a small mistake. You got P2. Good, Liam. It's good. Like, we're happy. Good. Great ride.
With P11 and P2, the overall podium slipped away. But this second place meant far more than a trophy. It gave the team something they desperately needed: belief.
12, 18, 11, and then 2, and now I'm 6th in the championship. Yesterday I was 16. Love you guys, bye-bye.
Because it was quite muddy and the dirt was sticky, it compressed my suspension a little bit and it felt like previous bikes, which is the feel that I was going for, just a bit lower in the stroke and having good traction everywhere. So I said to the team after that race, I don't think it's a coincidence that I was comfortable and rode good, because I felt a lot lower in the stroke, and that's how I like my bike.
Before the day is done, Coach Andre has one last job.
That was a good fight, Mats. Yes. And if you can fight through that much pain, the next races when you're healthy, you can fight even more, you know? So always keep in mind you can overcome everything. You're stronger than like feeling bad. Okay, good job. Francesco, it's really simple. If you do always the opposite what we say to you, you'll never be successful. I say to you, focus on just being smooth, don't brake. You're just standing on the brake everywhere. Just everywhere. You're like, how you want to ride mud if you only stand on the brake? So like, there's a reason why we tell you these things. Because it works, it helps you to perform good. And if you don't do it, like, you get these shit weekends like that. Okay. Huh? You saw this weekend that you have the pace to be up front. You have everything if you focus on the right things.
I will do.
They call it the Hole, an old German coal mining pit turned into a racetrack.
Seeing all the things I couldn't see. Stop.
Relentless, punishing every mistake. A race outside the EMX Championship, an opportunity to build consistency, turns into a disaster for Francesco.
At first, I say, okay, the carbon is broken. Then I had really so much pain in my knee. Then I say, oh, I broke my ACL or I broke something. I was really scared about the knee at first. At the hospital, they say it's nothing crazy. The carbon is broken. They say, yeah, you can operate, but if you don't, it's better, because if you operate, you have to wait 4 weeks, then it's fine. But in the off-season, you have to get your plate off you. So I said, yeah, I wait 4 weeks, I feel more comfortable, so it's better.
Tough topic. Like for sure we have like experts we trust, but in the end like the rider have to make the last call by himself, like what he thinks is the best for him.
The run of bad luck would continue in Riola Sardo. Crashes,
As soon as I stop,
injuries, bad results. Sometimes a team doesn't lose a race. It loses itself. How do you win a race when you've stopped believing you can?
Arco like makes me want to cry. Like I try not to even think about it. Like this, I don't think I've ever doubted myself harder than after Arco. Like I was really thinking, have I lost my skill to ride a motorbike? It was just something about it. I just really struggled, and especially coming off Riola and being sick the first round. I've had flashes and stuff, but just in general, like a bit of bad luck and stuff. So I think that's what made Arco feel so horrible to me. I've never experienced anything like that. Like Arco, that was the least fun I've ever had, ever, racing a motorbike.
It was enough. Was too much, kinda. Mats having the bad luck at the start and like Liam underperforming, Francesco being out, like the whole mood, atmosphere in the team, like that was a hard one. Like also like because it all added up for the first rounds.
Start crash and lost my rear brake, so it was terrible to be honest. There was like 5 laps to go and then I lost my rear brake again, like the same like yesterday.
There were conversations that needed to happen. Honest ones. Hard ones. The friction between the mechanics had been building for too long.
They can have like some fights and stuff and they don't focus on the thing that really matters, which is their rider doing well.
So what we did after Arco is like we asked ourselves the question, because it was not fun, we lost the fun, it was too much focused on results. We always wanted to win. Like what we did in the weeks now in the break is like really to take like 10 steps back, look on the whole situation, analyze why we're in the situation we're in, what we need to change. Having more focus on the riders, helping them, putting energy in them, instead of like being critical and being mad, focus on being positive, focusing to do detail works like on the bike, like really do everything we can to get the ship back in the direction, like where it's at first fun for everyone, where we have the right people.
In the end, the team decided to part ways and look for new mechanics to move forward with.
Unfortunately, it took a while to realize and it took a while to fix, but I feel like we fixed it. We're positive again, we're full of energy again, and like now we really can start a good season.
I feel powerful, I feel fine. My legs are really strong, my upper body not so much. If I do fast movements, it's painful. But yeah, we are back.
Like racing.
yeah, good luck. Thank you.
And really important for you, don't sit, keep standing, and you can go, the inside rut is like deep now, where you can go land and then just water full gas and then just hold the gas and start to jump.
Mads is first, but can he hold it together?
Full gas,
makes his first ever EMX250 win.
Fuck, waar een goal, man!
Oh, man. Het is...
Andy!
Ja.
Andy!
Ja, was det nu.
Det är kul att se!
Wow, jag var så...
Det är kul att se, du krökar!
Sidste 2 omgange, 3 omgange, og så... Altså, det var sådan en kamp med mit eget hoved, for jeg var sådan... nu er det 2 år, okay. Man, this feeling just makes it all worth it. It's after that many days where I'm like, why are we even doing this shit, you know? But this gives me a bit of a pat on the shoulder and motivation to keep going.
Appetitten guy.
I went out of the gate fast. I don't get the right gearing, shifting, send the bike to wah, but I'm really happy because now I can start like the others. This race actually was really painful the first laps because all the hit here, stones, and it was really painful actually. And
You did what we said, you know. We said like no big mistakes, finish the moto.
yeah, actually I've done no one mistake.
This is what it feels like after everything. After the crashes, the injuries, the setbacks, after the motos nobody wants to remember. One race, one result.
Pressure make diamonds, so I'm covered in ice. Got me out for the whole pie, I don't want a slice.
But for this team, it means everything.
Cause I'm married to the game, baby, that's my wife.
They didn't just win a moto today. They proved something to everyone who doubted them and to themselves. That you get back up, that you stay pinned no matter what.
Kill the track, then I'll run it back. Bring it all to life, rain or snow, you can get it, bro. Just how you like, wrist shine in the light until it blinds your sight.
A single moto win, and suddenly it all makes sense. This team is back, but one result is never the end of the story. Sometimes it's just the calm before the next storm hits.